let's start let's start at home first. And again, the most my most favorite topic, the politics of America, impeachment, the circus, the saga, the myth, the fact, and the legend, and the less and the more. It's not, I'm not seeing these faces for the first time, this type of faces of all the Democrats. I have seen similar types of innocence and that so honest they are and so real they are, and they so much worry. They want to portray them as so patriot, caring about the country. It's like somebody has broken a glass, a kid has broken the glass, and he wants to hide it, that he did not. This type of faces of Republican senators I have seen during Clinton's impeachment process. The mirror image is here. Today I see Skiff and Biffs and Chips and Schumers and Boomers. They come with that face to, and those faces are only seen on their own. This is such a big tragedy that a time will come when, I think the time has already come, and I have covered this topic before, that if it is a day on CNN, if the CNN says that it is 12 o'clock in the afternoon, I bet you a day will come when if you watch Fox, it will say it's 2 o'clock at night. And the tragedy doesn't end there. The CNN viewers will believe that it is 12 in the afternoon, and the Fox viewers will believe that it is 2 o'clock at night. They both will go out without bothering what is the actual thing outside their own home. But a Republican who is watching Fox will go out and start his car and turn on his light, and a Democrat will go out and start his car and turn the lights off. For one, the day; for other, it is dark. The blinds are leading the blinds. Very funny. There is outcome is very clear, and every moment like bombshell and bombshell and bombshell. It is not easy to unseat a US president. Forget about unseating even a Pegu. Even a Pegu is you cannot move him, you cannot remove him. All the Parikhs and Desais and Shahs and Vaniyas and all these good people are behind him. He has his back of these people. So Mr. Trump is has not done anything impeachable. Leave this politics aside, leave this innocent and criminal faces aside, and leave this jokers, CNN and Fox aside. If you talk about a reality, whether it is 12 o'clock in the afternoon or 2 o'clock at night, because a night and day is a cycle. Trump is a good president for America, and Trump has not done anything impeachable in his 4 years in the office. Just like Bill Clinton. Actually, Clinton was more lucky than Trump. Clinton's problem began when his लंड उसका खड़ा हो गया ना लुइंस्की की जांघिया देख के टाइट थाइस है ना भेंजोद उसकी क्लिंटन का लौड़ा खड़ा हो गया और वो वहां से उसका तकलीफ हुआ और वो तो दैट प्रॉब्लम विथ क्लिंटन इज अ प्रॉब्लम विद एनी ह्यूमन बीइंग man and woman. But Trump problem began the day he announced his presidency, the day he walked down that stair in New York City in Trump Tower and declared his presidency. There were people at that moment in Republican Party as well as Democratic Party who wanted to bring him down. First of all, they did not want him to win, and if he wins, they wanted to bring him down from the very first second. So he's very unlucky. The only people who will consider him or what you call give him due honor is the people of America, the votes. He win the first election on the promises he made. He kept most of those promises. He worked hard to keep that promises. He will win the second term. On his record, he is not going to win the second term because McConnell and the Republican Party is behind him. The Republican Party has no choice. They are all scoundrels and rascals and cheaters. But the success of this man, if they oppose him, they will lose in the individual race. A senator voting against Trump will lose as a senator in his own constituency. Trump is a good president for America. Trump is a good president for America. Let him continue for 4 more years and see in his next 4 years if he can achieve peace in the Middle East and if he can achieve peace between India and Pakistan. He will go down in the history, as I have repeatedly said, one of the most popular and one of the most successful president United States has ever seen. Fuck with Lincoln and Roosevelt. They had a lot of money when they did this all crap, civil liberty and all those fucking shit. Second thing is Kobe, Kuba. I don't even know how to pronounce this man who died name. but it looks like Akshay Kumar is saying that he is going to name his wife Kobe. Amir Khan is saying his wife name is Kobe. Amitabh Bachchan says his son, who is very, very disgraceful and failure, his name is Kobe Bryant. I don't know him. I think I'm wearing a cap which I found somewhere and I just picked it up. I don't spend even fucking $1 after buying caps. But this one, so don't fuck me. It's 23. I don't know whether it is a fucking, but all this Kobe and Kobe and Koba, I don't know his name. I am not a hypocrite. I don't know what type of which game player he is. Even this, I don't know what does it mean, but it looks to me that it is some team. But the man is dead. His daughters are dead and his wife is dead in this most advanced country in the world, where as they track the weather by every second. In America, it is said that the weather guy knows every second. Even the rain does not fall without asking the National Weather Service of America. And in that nation, this very, very renowned person with his whole family decides to fly in a chopper. Chopper means helicopter. I am rephrasing my knowledge. He decides to, and in such an age of internet and iPhone and IM and PM and CM and DM and PM, in the same town where he was flying, the police chopper and everybody had grounded their helicopters. But this private company must be knowing more than the National Weather Service. And they said, fuck with the advisory. Let's fly. And the results, I'm not anybody, whenever somebody die, it is a bad thing. It is said. And you have to be very, very respectful and polite. But fuck. The Kalia is dead. One less Kalia to worry about. So after impeachment and this Kobe guy, you know what Kobe means in Hindi? Kobe means एक vegetable होता है वो एक vegetable होता है जिसके पिल होते हैं layers और Kobe, Koba. Now the third topic also is still we are still in the United States. And In the United States today, Mr. Trump has announced his plan for his peace, his two-state theory implementation plan. Now, I have no qualification. I I have no background. I have no historical as well as physical background. I don't know any Arab Gand or any Jewish Gand. So I don't know how good the plan is. And all I know is and anything that I say could be a cause or reason to kick me out and remove me. But I think I heard his press conference in the afternoon. I was at lunch. I came home and I saw his press conference with the cheater and Narendra Modi of Israel, Bibi. So I have a feeling that, and I'm not resonating with what Mr. Trump had said, or I care a shit for the plan. But I still believe that Muslims have lost their credibility. They have no sympathizers, non-Muslim people who would say that I would I would support, because of their insensitive activity as far as the terrorism is concerned. They are they are taking wrong medicine. They are taking medicine which is actually helping the enemy, which is the non-Muslim world like America, Israel. And India. They have no way out. They are cornered. Their main, how can I say this? This is so complex. Muslims have no allies. Soviet Union might, the Russians might be doing it for their own very selfish financial gain. But they will not put their life on line for the Muslims. Nobody will, and nobody should. What Mr. Trump is offering, the substance of it is absolutely debatable. I am not an expert, nor I pretend to be one, but I think if you take his press conference and his statement by his words, and he is the president of America, then maybe the Palestinian and the Muslim world in the Middle East should listen to it carefully before making any final decision or before making any final judgment. Remember, when you are eating, you are sitting for lunch, and if your mom is the one who is in charge of catering, or say, then of course you will get the best. Your mom knows what you like. Saag agar good chicken, which part of the chicken? Jhangia, breast, liver, lavda, lasun, everything. So America is going to dish out the best to the Jewish state. Anything which the Jewish state don't want or discard, it will be offered to the Muslims of the Palestine. But in my opinion, whatever they are getting today, either they will not get it again, or they have to do something that I have been telling them, professing them for a long time, that if you want to fight, and if you don't, so if you don't accept this, then don't fucking, for God's sake, do something stupid. Take the Gandhian way. Gandhiji is still respected in America. Gandhiji might lose election in Porbandar. अगर गांधी जी मोहनदास बोसड़ चौधरी के गांधी अगर पोरबंदर से इलेक्शन लड़ता है, if the Gandhi is running for election in Porbandar against a BJP candidate, the Gujarati people will make sure that Gandhi lose by, not Gandhi lose, Gandhi lose his deposit. But that does not mean that the Gandhi principle have lost. With those same principle, one Muslim leader in the Middle East, unified leader in the Middle East, can strategize a peaceful Gandhian way, non-violent struggle, non-cooperation. And these Saudi Arabians are the agents, they are turncoat agents. Bahrain, Oman, UAE, these are all, they know that they have to make sure that the Israel and United States win. It's like you have a very poor child in your neighborhood, but it's your neighborhood, and you have very powerful friends outside. You don't care about the freedom, independence, equal right, justice for all, for that poor child. All you care is, इसको अगर कोई रोटी फेंक दे, ये मादर चौथ को अगर कोई रोटी फेंक दे तो ये खाएगा अच्छा और मेरा नेबरहुड अच्छा लगेगा. माई नेबरहुड विल लुक गुड. मेरी रीसेल प्राइस, मेरे होम की रीसेल प्राइस अच्छी हो जाएगी, क्योंकि ये साला भिखारी यहाँ घूमता रहता है. मुझे इसकी, आई डोंट केयर अबाउट हिज वेल बीइंग. लेकिन अगर उसको कोई रोटी खा देता ना, उसको कोई फेंकता है रोटी बहनचोद और अपने घर से वो बाहर नहीं निकलेगा तो अच्छा है. Very tough proposition. I am not an expert here, but I am more than an expert here. क्योंकि ये चूतिया बनाने का धंधा है. अब कौन किसको चूतिया बनाता है और कौन बनता है और कौन बनेगा ये वक्त बताएगा. Only time will tell. So now I'm going to leave the United States and I'm going to go to India. I already mentioned that all the three, it's like this, that you have an unjust law that you want to pass. Democracy works like this, and that's a shortcoming of democracy, and that's why sometimes democracy is considered flawed. So you have a very unjust law or laws or sets of laws or series of implementation, and because you have a massive majority in the house and or whatever, wherever the laws are made, it could be made in one house and ratified or approved in other house. But if you have a tremendous majority in both, and the people have the majority of the people, let me put more drilled version, that all those unjustified laws are about the minorities in your country. What you have the confidence and the votes of the majority. This is exactly what happened during Adolf Hitler's period, that every German during the Hitler period knew that Hitler is doing this to the Jewish community. But in those days, those Germans thought that we have elected him to do this. If you see the reasoning, what I am doing currently is like Hitler was persecuting one minority in Germany. The world took note of it very late. Same thing with India. The world will take it the note very late. But Hitler was doing this for years. There were a protest, Kristallnacht, if you heard the word. Crystal is in German is called glass. Kristallnacht. Nacht means night. The night of glass. Night of broken glass. I don't remember that much, but it's I just want to give one ideology, that one analogy. In India, the right wing majority. And it is very difficult to differentiate because many of these people before uh, say 20 years or more than 20 years, they were all very secular. Same thing with with Germany. But the transition from the secular to fascist and extremist has taken place in India. Muslims have no chance in India. Christians have no chance in India. My analysis is if the transition to the secular mode does not happen internally, voluntarily, by the Indian people, somewhere down the line when they think or when they assume that, okay, we have taken enough revenge on the Muslims or we have made enough changes so that we are more dominant in the country. And then they will say that, okay, fine, we need now to go the centrist way. My analysis is that if that does not happen voluntarily down the line, it could be probably one more election, maybe two election. I am not seeing any change of power in India since till 2029, and I may not be alive then. But if the growth of this immense power that the thugs, the BJP thugs have, if they continue to increase, by 2029, probably they will become so powerful. They are powerful right now, but they will start to become careless, thinking that everything we do, world don't care. And remember that one ignition, एक आग की एक लकीर होती है, and in my analysis, either after 2029, the people of India, if they are smart enough, they will know that they have made enough correction in the political landscape, the power structure, and they have put the minorities in their right place at the bottom and screwed them and crushed them. Then they will say that it's time to move and bring a centrist, more liberal person or the party. If that don't happen, then from 2029 to 2034, the thug and his party will take some real nasty decision that will bring the attention of the world power. Again, at that point, if thugs and his people have established or taken control of the mindset in the United States and Europe, then probably it will take more time. But eventually, the rise of this extremism of these thugs either will be controlled by the people of India itself or it will be controlled by outside military intervention. That's not what happened in Germany. Far-fetched story. Maybe it's like a fable, but I think this is what going to happen because when the people don't care whether their government is doing the right thing or wrong thing, when people only think that their government is following their wish, then all this series of events are the wishes of the people. Democracy always respect the wishes of the people, but sometimes the wishes of the people turns ugly. Takes some time for the world to take note of it. According to me, the removal of Article 370 and the Ram Temple issue is not a issue, is not a cause of concern. But the third decision that was made, it is. But that will trigger, if this goes unnoticed, it will trigger more and more and more. So, going back to India, I took care of the current situation there. Uh, I do want to visit one more, and I already covered it. That if Mahatma Gandhi were to run for for election, the only way he can win, the only way he can win, is if he runs on BJP ticket. And I don't know BJP will give him ticket. But if he runs on a Congress ticket or Communist Party ticket or any other party ticket, my understanding is that he will lose his deposit in any part of India, including where this motherfucker Rahul Gandhi has run in Kerala. Even the Muslims will kill him or kick him out. No place for Gandhi. Very bad.